No one with the sane mind would ever say that I just want to pick up a fight with someone because maybe I'm getting bored. So let me just go have some difference of opinion with my own loved ones, and I will start an argument which will become a huge fight, and then I'll have fun. No, nobody with a sane mind would ever think like this. And every person on earth craves for peacefulness. That person craves peace in the relationship. They crave for peace in the connections, the friendships that they have, because they know the amount of investment they have done in those connections and relationships. They know how much it means to them. So nobody would love to have an argument with their own loved ones. But then let's face the fact that the truth, the reality, the fact of life is that we always get into arguments with our own loved ones. We get into huge fights with them, and end of the day, after everything is done, you cut a sorry figure and you feel that no, that was not necessary. That kind of reaction was not at all called for. Why did I go to that extent? And you feel really sorry about yourself. So if you want to avoid such situations, if you don't want to get into that guilt trip, or if you don't want to cut a sorry figure, please enrich your knowledge about spirituality, enrich your knowledge about emotional intelligence, because you will be the winner once you have the knowledge, because knowledge is power. And in today's video, I would be sharing three very important things which I myself, with my own personal experience, I have learned that if I apply these three things in my practical life situations, I can easily avoid arguments with my own loved ones. I can easily avoid huge fights, so that I will stay emotionally intelligent and I will be peaceful in all my connections, friendships, and relationships. If you're interested in knowing all these things, and stay with me till the end of the video, because I'm sure you will be taking home something from this video, something vital, something important. And as I said, it is all out of my experience and the knowledge that I've gained by reading books and all that. And I'm more than happy to share such things on my channel. So let's start today's video. This is one vital thing that we need to keep in our mind, and that is to understand the trigger, understand that particular underlying emotion which is giving rise to such kind of arguments or fights with your own loved ones. Once you get to know that, yes, of course, there is some underlying or unresolved emotion, like maybe fear, insecurity, jealousy, which is triggering all these difference of opinions or all these fights, then it will be so easy for me to actually sit with myself and have that kind of introspection and try and realize what is that emotion that is making me react in such a bad way. What is that particular underlying unresolved emotion that I need to work upon, so that I will completely avoid such arguments with my loved ones. And I'm not just saying that just go on doing self blame. No, that is not the intention of my content. It can be the emotions of the other person as well. But if you have the knowledge to have the introspection, and also if you have the knowledge to analyze the emotion of the other person also, it will be so easy for you to understand that this reaction is not necessary, this argument is not necessary. Rather, you would put your time and energy on trying to rectify that particular unresolved emotion. Once that emotion is resolved, once that emotion is kind of taken out from your dealings, from your uh, connections, your relationships, then there is no reason that the arguments will crop up again between you and your loved one, right? So work on that particular point. That is, either first try and question yourself, what is that unresolved emotion? Or try and understand, why is that person reacting that way towards me? What is that person dealing with? What kind of emotion is that person dealing with? If you focus on that particular trigger or that particular emotion that is giving rise to the difference of opinion, I am sure when you cut it from the root level, the plant will not grow. The plant of argument, the plant of fight will not grow, because you are controlling at the root level. So be rest assured that you will not get into arguments at all if you know this particular secret. self talks are very important. And that is the reason so much of emphasis is given towards self affirmations. According to the law of attraction, according to the law of manifestation, it is very clear that the kind of self talks that I have with my own self will actually create the kind of energy and the frequency and the vibration which I will send to the universe, and the universe will gift me back the same thing, because universe works on energy, right? We know all these basic principles of manifestation and law of attraction. Now apply this particular aspect in your life practically, and that is, the self talks that you have should be very motivated, and it should be like something that you will um, gain knowledge from, and it will make you evolve, it will make you grow spiritually. Your self talks should not be something like um, you are not getting anything out of it kind of a scenario. So whenever you are dealing with any relationship, with any connection or friendship, always avoid the you statements. Instead of the you statements, replace them with the I statements. For example, now if there is some conflict going on between me and my loved one, and if I keep saying that you did this, you made me feel this way, you were wrong, you told this way. If I stop saying this, and if I convert my self talks as I'm feeling this way, I think this has to be done in this way, I think I'm going through this, or basically all the I statements wherein you are focusing on yourself, that will change the game for you completely. Because as long as you will rely on the I statements, you will understand that I need time for introspection. You will realize that I should stop being defensive. And when you stop being defensive, that is when you will give some scope for conversation to happen, which will solve things. As long as you are on the same kind of rewind and play record, that okay, I'm fine, you did this, you are to be blamed, you are this, you are that, you are everything, you are the one who is responsible for my miseries. As long as I blame the other person, I'm achieving nothing. Because one thing is for sure, nobody changes for the other person. So as long as I'm trying to change another person, it is such a futile kind of an effort that I'm putting, wherein, see, I will not change myself for somebody else, right? Will you change? No, right? As long as it is so convinced in your mind that okay, I am following my own discipline, my own principles, why should I listen to others? So when I am not ready to change for others, why should I think that the other person will change for me, right? As simple. So stop your time and energy in trying to change the other person. Rather, put the same time and energy on yourself. Give that kind of scope for the introspection to happen. And that is when you will realize that, yes, maybe I could have done it better. Maybe I was feeling this way and so this happened. Here, when you stop the blaming, the blame game, you are putting the focus on your growth, your spiritual growth. You are trying to become emotionally intelligent. You are trying to evolve yourself. And that is the sign of a winner. The person who keeps blaming others, as I said, it is such a waste of effort and time. You cannot change others. Rather, change yourself in a way that you are keeping yourself safe. You are not trying to change others, but you're keeping yourself safe. You are maintaining your peace of mind. That is smartness, right? So, yeah, think about it. Change all your you statements as I statements and see the magic happen right in front of your eyes. Your arguments will be lessened. You will never get into fights. Try this. In this particular point, let me share my personal experience. It was way back during my school days. What happened was, in our class they were very two good friends, but all of a sudden something happened. There was this huge difference of opinion between them, and a fight just broke out between them. They were like arguing like anything, with that kind of intense emotions, and that high voice, and the temper was so much hot, and they were like really arguing, they were really having a fight. But all of a sudden, what happened? By chance, somebody dropped something. by chance, totally by chance. And the fight, all of a sudden, it got a great pause. Everybody looked at, that particular thing that had fallen. That sound created that kind of distraction during that time, which was the most welcome thing that happened that day. And for a while, that pause really helped, because after that pause, they both literally cooled down and they were able to understand what's happening. So, from this particular incident, what we can understand, that pause that happens during any fight or any heated debate or whatever, that is so required. That is the most essential thing. So, whenever any such arguments take place, and things have gone out of your control and you're reacting, you're just, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 2 4, it's just going increasing, and it's going on and on and on. At that particular time, please have the emotional intelligence to just take a pause. As I said, no sane person would go and pick up a fight with someone, or no sane person will just get into a fight just for the heck of it, or just for the fun of it. Nobody does. But yes, if at all you get into an argument, please have the emotional intelligence to take a pause at that time. Because as long as you don't take a pause, you know what? You'll be feeling that I have to prove my point. Let me raise my voice. I need to prove my point. That person is wrong. Let me tell a little more things. Let that person understand. It will go on and on, it will just go on adding. It has got no control. It has not got any full stop. So at that time, if you take a pause, if you just take, even if you just take a deep breath, it's more than enough. That particular pause will make you think, what am I doing? Why am I taking it to this extent? What words am I using? What is this kind of reaction? It that pause will create magic, literally. That pause will make you understand, yes, I need to stop it here. I cannot stoop down to this level. Or if possible, just walk away, take a small walk, come back. In that particular walk, I'm sure it will calm down, your emotions come under control. And after that, I don't think you will ever want to get into an argument, because you know that these reactions were not called for. You don't want to cut a sorry figure, right? After uttering words that you never wanted to utter. So, if you want to save yourself from all such situations, then please take a pause. If you know you're in an argument, if you know it's a heated debate, whatever it may be, take a pause, because that will get you back into your peacefulness, and it will make you feel normal, and you will not get into the argument. I really hope you liked today's content, and if yes, please like and share, and of course, please leave your feedback in the comment section below. The intention of this channel and as well as the content is just that we need to evolve as human beings. We need to have the spiritual knowledge. We should not just keep reacting to things. We need to have the knowledge to respond, to stay peaceful, to have that calmness of mind. And that will happen only when we increase our knowledge. So my channel is totally dedicated towards that, because as and how I'm gaining knowledge and I'm trying to evolve myself spiritually, I'm more than happy to share it on my channel. So if you like this content and if you're new to this channel, then please do consider to subscribe to my channel, so that I can put a lot of time and energy towards this particular content creation, which will of course give me happiness, but I'll also be sharing good knowledge with you guys. That's all about it for today's content. Please take care of yourself and stay secured emotionally. Stay highly intelligent emotionally, and that will happen by gaining knowledge. So keep gaining knowledge and be good. Take care. Bye.